The main thing for me is it is flexible. It's a process that has a structure, if you like, to begin with at the beginning of the day. But after that, a lot of the time, you go off script because it seems the right thing to do or the parties take you there. Last week, an unusual situation in one sense. We started off with a joint session with the parties. I introduced myself, the issues, I talked to them, gave them the opportunity to talk to each other about focusing on settlement opportunities. I always looked to the parties to make sure they finished speaking, and it seemed to have come to a natural conclusion. And then I thought, well, let's split now because there's some things I'd like to talk about privately with each party. And just as I did that, one of the principals stood up and said, I've had enough of this. There's too much law here. I just want to know how much you're going to pay me, to the other side. And I'd like to have a meeting now with no lawyers here at all. Now, talk about flexibility. That wasn't on my agenda. I don't think it was on anybody's agenda until the man stood up and said, that's what I want. And I looked around and thought, why not? Actually, the most important thing in mediation is for people to talk to each other. And sometimes the lawyers do get in the way. So we got the lawyers out, sat down, continued to talk. It was a little bit heated, a little bit focused, but that's what we'd come for. And as a result, the mediation went off in a different direction than I think anybody had anticipated. That's a good example to me of how flexible it needs to be and how you can't plan for everything as a mediator. You have to take your cue from the parties, and as long as it seems to be a promising direction, go with it. So yes, it's flexible. Yes, you start off with an idea in mind, but in the day, throughout the day, as things change, when the parties get to know you better and you get to know them better, you look to adjusting what might otherwise seem the right thing to do to the case in point.